Hi Pisces, welcome back to Omkaratarot and to another You versus Them. Pisces, let's see how you're feeling now, how the person connected to your energy is feeling, and what action we can expect in this connection. And Pisces, these are general collective readings, may not resonate with all of you. Please keep that in mind. Take what works for you, leave the rest. So let's begin. Welcome back, all my subscribers, and welcome in newcomers. Pisces spirit. Alright, newcomers, I'm setting down two sets of cards here. One side will be for you, one side will be for your person, and in the center, I'm going to have your dialogue message cards, mutual energies. If this is your reading, Pisces, you'll know which side you resonate best with. For me, this is going to be person A here, and this is going to be person B. Bottom of my deck, I have the Ten of Wands. Somebody is exhausted, tired. I can't be carrying all the burden of this connection on my shoulders. Maybe it's time for me to head off towards maybe new love now. I am single, even if they are there, I'm still single. I'm focusing on myself. I'm financially independent. I do deserve commitment. I deserve happiness. I'm attractive. I'm going to go out there and I'm going to show the world who I am. I don't want any stress and anxiety and sleepless nights anymore. The other person, they they I think made the wrong decision in the past, but they are really hoping that this connection hasn't totally ended. Maybe they didn't value their person, or they disrespected their person, and now they don't know whether their person even wants them back. They are feeling very unmotivated, scared to take action, but they do want to reunite. This person wants to step up and be the person who they should have been, I think, a while ago. That's my first thought. I'm going to, of course, clarify these cards for you, Pisces. But before that, let's ask the universe. Spirit, you tell me what's going on in this connection. Why is Pisces and that person feeling the way that they are? Pisces and that person, Spirit. All right. The first card here, Pisces says, naturally. Go with the flow and let it happen naturally. So somebody is letting go of expectations here, I think. Communication. Clear and honest communication is required between the two of you. One feels there's no point, the other feels, how do I tell them now? So there is a miscommunication going on in this connection currently. Red flag. Pay attention to the warning signs. All right, so maybe there were a lot of warning signs that person A has already seen, and that's why they could be making up, their mind to say enough is enough. So let's also do your dialogue message cards, Pisces. Let's see if you guys could say something to each other right now, what that would be, and then we'll clarify the rest. Pisces and their person, Spirit. Pisces and their person, if they could say something to each other now, what would that be? Pisces and their person, Spirit. Pisces and their person, all right. Let's take a few more from another deck, Pisces. Pisces and their person, Spirit, if they could say something to each other now, what would that be? Just a few more from a third deck as well, and then we'll start the reading. Pisces and their person, Spirit. Last one. Pisces and their person. All right, good to go. Let's start the reading. And Pisces, if any of you are looking for personal readings, my email is omkaratarot@gmail.com. You can reach me there. It's there in the description box below as well. So the first card here says, you knowingly brought me into a clusterfuck of a situation. I trusted you to do what was right, and you let me down. You go to bed with someone else, and your soul comes to make love to me. I know when you're with someone else, and this just makes me feel heartbroken. You should be making love to me. It's so frustrating the way you compare me to others. I'm not like anyone else. My success is not measured by my status or material items. I'm unique, authentic, and proud of who I am. Why don't you just see me, my soul, and my heart? Someday I know I'm going to regret that I let you get away. I'm sorry our relationship didn't work out. I wish things had turned out differently. I'm sad it's over between us. I had to move on because I wasn't ready for a committed relationship. I have a need to always be right. Sorry, I gave you a hard time. I don't think I can handle this anymore. This could be person A. I bury you with lies. I'm scared to tell you the truth. I have a really hard time opening up my emotions to anyone. All right, so these were some of your messages, Pisces. If these were resonating with your storyline, let's start this reading. But before that, as always, an angel blessing card, and this one is going to be for the viewer of the reading, which could be you watching, Pisces, could be the cross watcher. So, a blessing, guidance, advice, or a message for the person watching the reading. Peace. Peaceful is your card. It's a blessing from the universe to you, viewer. So either universe is sending you peace and joy in your life, or maybe if you're on the other side, maybe you need to create some peace and harmony in this connection, and that can maybe just happen with communication. Okay, Spirit, now tell me what's going on here. Let's start with this side, who I'll be addressing as person A. And newcomers, please remember, these are not gender based. I'm not guessing which side you're on, because I could be dealing with two Pisces on either side as well. But if this is your reading and you've been resonating till now, you'll immediately pick up which side you're on, who this person is for you. And yes, it can be a love interest, spouse, ex, secret crush, could even be a business partner, relative, best friend. So please use your own judgment here. Okay, so I'm going to focus on you, person A, first. Tell me how you're feeling. After I'm done with you, only later I'll go to the other side. What's the Knight of Cups in your emotions and your feelings? Yeah, person A says it's time to start afresh. There's been silence between us. I've had my dose of stress and sleepless nights and tension, but I think this all has to now stop. It's time for me now maybe to find somebody else to give my heart to. I think person A is now focusing on their own victory and success. They're saying, you know what, I'm single, I'm independent, I'm doing well, I have money in the bank, I'm now focusing on my future. It's time for me to manifest a brand new love in my life. Why do you feel this way, person A? Person A says because they wouldn't make up their mind. They have kept this on hold for too long. I've just been waiting, and they haven't chosen my direction, or they've kept me like an option. So I have to accept that this soulmate bond is over. Too many bad memories have been created now. This contract is done. This friendship is over. And I need to make my own decisions and my own choices. I think for a long time, person A was waiting for the other person, waiting, looking at them, hoping that they'd come towards them, choose their direction, offer them, something concrete. But I think they've been very, very disappointed. They've been very discontent because they never received that offer till now. So I think now they're saying, you know what, I deserve a soulmate. I deserve a new soulmate in my life. I want to have a happily ever after. I know I bring a lot to the table. Why should I be in hermit mode and, just being by myself? And I'm ready for something much bigger, something that is equal to what I'm giving them. I want that kind of a soulmate. Am I right, person A? Tell me why you're feeling all this. Hierophant and the Sun card. Yeah, person A says, I deserve. I deserve commitment. I deserve long term. My God, Hierophant is clarified by the Hierophant. So, person A is definitely, they're saying, I always wanted commitment even in the past. I always thought that this was going to be my soulmate. We would build together. We would have a happily ever after together. That's what I thought. But they showed me their true colors. They were always playing mind games. They wanted to feel better than me or bigger than me, always cutting me down, making me feel abandoned, left out in the cold, making me feel I was not good enough. And yeah, so I think person A says, I want somebody now to take action towards me. I need to feel happy. I want to feel the happiness of being in a commitment. So according to Person A, now they are contemplating which new direction should they choose. What is going to give them the maximum happiness? They feel this way because they feel the person who they thought was going to give them an offer maybe just ended up breaking their heart, right? This is a person they feel, I was dealing with somebody who made promises they never kept, or, you know, ended up just breaking my heart, and they behave like a player. Maybe they just wanted passion and nothing else. I don't want to deal with, temporary connections, or a person who only wants passion. I know what I deserve. Person is really confident right now, saying, I know what I bring and I want that back. And if it's not them, then it has to be somebody new, spirit. Okay, so tell me, how do you see this particular person then? How do you see this connection? How do you feel about them right now? Queen of Wands. What's the Queen of Wands? Yeah, person A says, I was always ready to take action, but now I don't trust them. I don't trust them. I have to cut them out of my life. Yes, you're right, Omkaratarot. I'm shining brighter than ever before now. I'm confident. I'm now taking reins of my own life. This person, they never took a leap of faith in my direction. They made me feel like a fool. They just wanted me to fight for them or compete for their attention. They were keeping secrets from me. So I don't want to live in a connection which only gives me stress and anxiety and sleepless nights. I'm done here. Right? Nine of Swords in reverse. Yeah, person A says, oh, I was dealing with some kind of a trickster. I dropped the card, 1 second. Right, so they feel they were dealing with some kind of an illusionist or a trickster. Okay, so what action person A will finally take? I will open later, it's here. But right now I'm going to go to the other side, see how person B is feeling, and then we'll do the action cards together. So person B, how are you feeling? What's the Lovers in reverse? What's the Lovers in reverse? I think person B, they are not happy. They are not happy at all. They feel, oh my God, I made the wrong decision. Maybe they chose only passion in the past, but now they do want to put the work in. They do want to put the work in. They're hoping that the chapter is not completely shut down. It's still open. They can still have a chance to prove themselves, but they are a little scared. They are a little scared because they feel that person will not trust them, or will not talk to them, and I don't know how to express myself. It's like, I don't even know whether I'll get a second chance or not. Why do you feel you won't get a second chance, person B? Person B says, because Empress in reverse. I don't know whether they'll want me back anymore. Why? Because you disrespected them, you didn't value them in the past, or what was it? Oh, they never offered anything stable. In the past, I think this person was not ready for commitment, or they were scared of commitment, or they thought person A is very confident or gets a lot of attention. Something that happened which maybe they were just scared to take that action. I don't know. But whatever they did or didn't do, this person is sitting in a lot of sadness now. They're regretting their past mistakes. There's shame, guilt, remorse. It's like, oh my God, now I want to take action. I'm scared. I'll have to start from scratch. How do I now tell them, I want a 10 of cups? What if they are emotionally not even interested in me anymore? What if they've walked away from me? So, Ace of Wands in reverse. What's the Ace of Wands in reverse? Yeah, if this person was maybe playing games, or being somebody who was only wanting passion or something, I think they have changed. I mean, they are letting go of all their bad habits or their toxic behavior. I mean, if this person was only passion, I think now they've realized that was the wrong way to approach person A. Now they're recognizing that, no, I want long term. This is what I should have offered in the first place. This is the kind of person I'd want in my life for the rest of my life. This is my soulmate. They want to take action. This person really wants to take action. They are still hoping that person A hasn't found anyone. I hope, this connection isn't over. I hope they're still single. I want to go towards them and offer them everlasting love now, or commitment. They want to come towards their person now. They want to now value person A. They don't want their person to give that good love to somebody else. This person is in love. except that maybe they have difficulty in expressing their emotions because the King of Cups usually hides their emotions. Okay, so tell me then, person B, how do you see the connection currently? How do you see person A? How do you feel about this connection right now? Three of Cups. What's the Three of Cups? What's the Three of Cups? Three of Cups. They are a little scared to message, person A. They want to reunite. They definitely want to reunite, but they're a little scared to send that first message. Why? Because somewhere they feel, what if person A says, it's over. Death, death card. It's already over. Remember, initially they had the death card in reverse. I hope it isn't over. I hope it isn't over. It's not completely dead and gone, but they're scared that what if I reach out and the other person says, well, it's over from my end. I've already turned my back. I'm not interested. So they're a little scared to receive that communication, which will then totally deflate them. They feel then I'll feel miserable. Why? Because I think this person is absolutely ready. They want to step up. They want to be respected by person A. They want to show that, Emperor, Empress energy. I am your true counterpart. Emperor, what's the Emperor? Yeah, they're gathering up their courage. This person is gathering up their courage to come and prove to person A that I am your person. Emperor, Empress, I am your person. Hey, listen, I want a 10 of Cups with you. So they're gathering up their courage. They're feeling insecure. They are a little scared to say what they want to say for some reason. I think they are scared because they feel intimidated, or they feel something that they did in the past which they are regretting. That person who's shining really bright and maybe getting a lot of attention may not even want them back or will shut them down. There is fear. There is fear that person A is not invested in them emotionally like maybe they were before. What if the chapter is shut down? Right? So let's see then what actions you guys will take then in the next 7 days. I'm going to take another deck for this one. And Pisces, while I shuffle this, if this storyline has been resonating, do let me know. You could maybe just tap the thumbs up button or leave a comment. That'll be great. And newcomers, repeating viewers, do like, share, subscribe to the channel. We welcome you in. So person A, let's start with you now. Back to you. Action from your end towards person B or otherwise in your own life. King of Swords. What's the King of Swords? You want them to come and have a conversation with you? What's the King of Swords? King of Cups, the Emperor, and the Fool card. Okay. Seven of Swords, Five of Pentacles. I think person A has been waiting for the other person. They do love person B. They do love person B, but they feel they've been fooled. Maybe person B said something in the past or something. Somewhere the only reason I think they are ready to move on towards a new beginning is because they feel that person does not speak the truth. They lie to me, they cheat on me, they always abandon me, they leave me out in the cold. Somewhere I think person A has, till now at least, been waiting that, hey, I love them and it would be nice if they would step up and prove themselves or be my counterpart and, express their love to me, speak their truth. It's only because I think the other person hasn't reached out or traveled towards them or come towards them. They are feeling, what's the point of just sitting around in misery? I'm sure they're out there having a good time anyway, so I might as well move on as well. So, person B, what about you? Action from your end towards person A or otherwise in your own life. The Star in reverse. They are not feeling very hopeful, but will you take any action? They're a little worried they lost out on their biggest wish. So what does that mean? We won't take action? Person B? Five of Cups. This person is so focused on what went wrong. They're so focused on what went wrong. Yeah, they're having a bit of a pity party. They're very disappointed in themselves. They are not sure. They're not sure if the other person will even accept an offer from them. right? And because of that, they somewhere, as much as they want to invest now, they're sitting in disappointment. Oh my God, this is what happened. Everything spilled to the ground. What if the chapter's shut down? I want to start brand new, but what if they shut the door on me? So they're sitting in that burden right now of overwhelm, of pain, of feeling miserable, feeling hopeless. So I don't think in the next 7 days this person is going to have the courage, I think, to speak out. Am I right, person B? I'm going to ask you again. What's the world card? King of Swords, all right. Ten of Pentacles. And the Page of Swords. See, this is what they really want. They want to come and speak their truth. They are enlightened to the connection. They want okay, let me say it this way. It's not like they just want to come back and say, hey, can we be friends again? Or listen, I'm sorry, I did this, that, and the other. What they want to say is something so massive that they are a bit overwhelmed. This person is spying. They're spying on person A, trying to figure out maybe their mood, trying to figure out if they're still single, trying to figure out if there is any chance. But because what they have to say is massive. So that is why this person is very, very burdened as to whether their offer now, if it's taken, will even be accepted or not. They do love person A a lot. They do. I think both of you really do love each other, but that's what Spirit is saying. Communication is required in this connection, and it has to be from person B's end. Person A says, I am willing to listen to them. I have been waiting that they will one day come and surrender and offer their love, and they will step up, but they didn't. That's the reason I'm moving on. So person B, buck up. All right, that's what I have for you. Till next time then, love and light. Take care. Namaste, Pisces.